Hello and welcome. New year, same as the last year. Let's see if we can get our hands on this. Should I quick save for a sword rip? Question. Maybe. Actually, yeah. It's a 2% drop rate. As long as we don't kill it with a bow attack. Which is oddly specific. But that's how it is. Alright, so that's that. That was Fuchsia's, Clean, and... what's different? Part of me doesn't really think this is worth it, because we did already get a sword rip. I mean, yes, we can restock that, but at the same time... yeah, there's fear. There's a sword rip. Alright, we're gonna quick save that. What I read is that, yeah, that's a 2% drop rate, 1 in 50 foes, which there's only like, what, 3 of them? Maybe 4. Actually, how many are there? There's 2 up there, and there's a 3rd down here. There was a 4th somewhere? Yeah. That's kinda it. Dang. Yeah, right, so right before, or during the countdown. Yeah, I just skipped past the message related to it. But I took on another request, because the one we had last time requires foes which are already dead to be killed, so to wait for them to respawn. That should be good enough. Felt like we didn't get any XP for that, but I think it's just it was so little it didn't make a noise. So yeah, work stoppage requires us to kill 6 woods on the 17th floor, of which there are 3. We have to kill all 3, except we already killed all 3. So our work is stopped until they respawn, and we can stop them stopping the work of the woodworkers. See, gold enthusiast with Etrian's golden fur. Have to suit tailors entirely out of gold, of course, but Nectar 3 is the reward, so that's good. Hen? Need 10 gold furs? Oh boy. There's Daric, which I think is the best. Yeah, why did it... I still don't remember why I gave a rose ring to Manko. That's for the reward. Yeah. I had tech plus 8. Yep, tech plus 8. But rose ring bit and edge. Probably for the agility, wasn't it? Bit plus 4 means it's the same as death plus 5, which is like less than, but still on par with what armor we can get. Yeah, still need arc drawer. But also, oh boy, do I give that to Manko or to S? I think I'll give it to Manko. Because, yes, Survivalist is the archer, but, like, Manko's in the main party. Eslim's just here for gathering. Oh, there's Dominator too. Yeah, well, we'll just make good. We'll just make do with our current funds, I suppose. Alright, so... I should go to the Rada Hall and check what actually I'll go for, because my memory is telling me it's the golden furred boars, which will appear definitely on floor 25. But I want to double check. Yeah, these are the Varaha. Oh, and Hellbolt. Okay, so there's 2 enemies. Okay, so let's just keep the end of the 5th stratum. Should be where we want to go. If I remember correctly, there were some gathering points I hadn't quite been to. Maybe? Looks like I have, though. Yeah, looks like I have. Okay. I'm gonna wait at 424 is where they appear the most often. Alright, also we should go mining. The reason why we go mining is because it's actually the most lucrative of all the points. So everything here is worth like at minimum 250 intel. And it's like right next to the right pole too. You don't. In fact, let's just hop back into town for this. It's right next to the pole, so we can just offload this with different inventory. Speed 650. 630, shiny seeds worth the least at 550. And that's the rare drop. Yeah, construction materials are in high demand, that's for sure. After that, I'm not sure if it's the take point or the chop point that would be worth more. Well, the chop point on the other side of these twin towers is actually not worth that much because it's got 4th stratum drops in there. Yeah, I know I said I wouldn't save scum last year, but I have conceded for rare drop farming. If I know a rare drop is literally just a chance roll, I will save scum for it, because as we have all agreed, that's bullshit. There's our sword rip. How much? Does it say how much it's worth here? Does not. Okay. Oh, we are not in the right spot at all for that. Oh boy. Yeah, this is an isolated area we've gone into. We need to go... I want to go to the spring there, 24th floor. So we're going to have to go up the 23rd to give us access to the stairs. Also, I don't think we've gotten all the drops from a king dial. Oh, Royal Hide. Yeah, it's a rare drop, but still. Defend. Alright, immunize, and freeze, and bravery. And then Emir. That's like a 50% increase in damage dealt. 1200 to 1800. Or 1300 to 1800. I don't know, it's a pretty big increase. Which makes me want to max them, but man, we have to sacrifice so much else. Part of me really is wondering how much healing and peace balance worth. Okay, peace balance worth it. Because that means we can fight for effectively forever. Healing, though. I don't know about healing. I may still keep HP up 5 if we really need it. Just because having the extra HP is obviously good. I always put at least 1 point into HP up because of that. Because we do... I use healing, albeit rarely, and also he has a skill point, never mind. What is that? Yeah, if we remove all the points from healing and HP up, then we can master these elemental modifiers. And I kind of want that. Well, I'll also see how effective healing is. And... Right, I went that way to fight the King Dial. Wanted to check if we had all those drops yet. Yeah, there's Vara. And that's 1 out of 10. So, healing is very useful if we use Peace Bella to fully restore our TP via combat. Well, also, that thing's respawn, that's good. Stuff one short. Yeah, so remember, for here we actually came south from the elevator and aggroed it like immediately before we had got a war removed here, so I didn't get to see what its pathing was. Only during the day there. That's strange. Oh, I remember that foe. So that foe was over here by the door. And we encountered it while just kind of running from the Desolers. Because, fuck, I don't want to fight that many Desolers. Not that we can't. I mean, clearly we can. They take 1 to 2 turns to kill. I just didn't want to bother with it. I will hear, though. The reason I will hear is so that A, we can get the experience, and B, kill some time while I watch how this other foe actually moves. Alright, so more laser, more attacking, douches, flame. Here's how Ifrit stacks up to bravery here. Yeah, it's slightly less of a damage boost, but also about the same. By slightly less of a damage boost, I mean slightly less of a per turn damage boost. Because you only have 2 fire attacks. Which means it's actually a greater boost than bravery for myself and Alyssa, but that's just myself. Okay, so just go all the way. No, oops, actually we need to stay back. We need to stay more towards the front of this section, which is where the Desolars appeared. Because we could aggro it otherwise. Rounding that corner puts us at risk of aggroing it, so we're not going to do that. In fact, I think in this room is where the Farahas or whatever appear more often. I'll take a guess and say it goes to the end of the corridor. My guess was correct. Yeah, okay, okay. So I now know what its patrol path is. It's been so long since it respawned, I've forgotten whether this is a King Dial or a Tyrant or what have you. There it is, don't know which. Call them Tyrants. Where did I get the name Tyrant from? Maybe they renamed that in Untold. Or in 2, because I know these enemies reappear in 2. Or somewhere else. Forget where. For some reason my mind's telling me these things are called Tyrants. Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna work for this one. Okay. Mapping data is good. Where are we going and why are we going this way? Right, to get random encounters. Hopefully get Varaha, but I have a feeling we'll have to go up a floor. Well, regardless, I'll wander around here for a bit. You have chops. Alright, what did we get? Because there's only 2 here, so I might have just gotten unlucky with a 3rd drop. Hey, what on earth? Oh, Narcissus? Okay, yeah, no. This is worthless here. I should be heading towards another dino glitch. Now this can drop some golden fur. Alright. Ah, more golden fur. Alright, cool. I didn't actually check if we got golden fur from the last battle. Oh, I'm willing to trust that the game will tell me if we've got 10. It tends to do that. Oh. Oh, then we'll save scum this sword rip. First try. Okay, Fluff has lost a bit of HP, but otherwise we are good to go. Okay, good, preemptive. Now's a good time to check how effective healing is. You know what, that's not bad. Especially with immunized, that means you don't really have to worry about, you know, taking damage. Because I think we'll heal back more than we take most of the time. Just a gold horn. Seems like its corridor is a good place to get to gold for, though. Yeah, that seems like a good place. Yes. But you're already here, Alyssa. Otherwise, who's casting spells? Alright, let's set up a auto path that just goes the whole length of this corridor, because it's been a pretty solid encounter rate for gold for dropping enemies. I ran out of turns. Probably want to stop there, maybe? Let's see if we have enough turns now. The feeling, yeah, no, it's rather... There's a lot of turns in this little kink here, so... Yeah, maybe there. That works. Oh, do you have a good New Year's? I woke up like 2 hours before stream mode today. Lift my own devices that really do just become recurrent. Where is it? It's a question I have posed myself on numerous occasions, how I gravitate towards getting that kernel. I think it's the social pressure? By pressure, I don't mean like peer pressure or anything, I just mean like the people that I tend to hang out with end up staying up, at least for my time zone, a bit late. Not past midnight late, but, you know, a little late. So I stay up to, like, say, you know, 10 o'clock or midnight, and then I just carry myself forward through there, because it's like I want time for myself, and I also have more things I want to try out. I know when I start labbing things, labbing is in theory graphing, and then just testing out what I've concocted. That, let's just say that'll take a minimum of 3 hours. Because I really get stuck into labbing things. Also, we are almost out of TP. Yeah, it's just, the issue with me doing that now is I have to leave the house at like 6:30 to get to work on time. And if I want to have like some alone time before work starts, which I normally would prefer, I have to get up at like, you know, 4. So, if I'm going to bed at 5, kinda doesn't work. Although, there is also the reason that the people that are physically around me are asleep at night, which means I get to be truly alone. And as an introvert, being alone is the most enjoyable state to be in. Although to be exclusively alone can get lonely. Humans are social creatures, no matter how much you might want to believe otherwise. But as far as time spent interacting versus being alone, it leans more towards being alone. Optimal for me. And with that, we are full TP. Yeah, I'm debating whether to get rid of healing or not. Now, the reasoning behind that questioning is because Etrian Tyrannus, at level 5 mind you, is already a 50% increase in our damage per turn. And keep in mind, that 50% increase for the whole party's damage per turn, but that really only buffs damage output of 2 people. myself and you. So these are really good buffs, and really good debuffs. Just I don't have the skill points to master them right now, and if I remove healing, I should probably HP up 2 on the way. So the question is, how useful is healing? And for that peace ballad stuff, sure, it works. It means I can just kind of mindlessly hunker down until our TP regenerates, because healing covers our healing for us, and it's infinite duration. But in general combat, or other actual combat, we have 3 buff slots, and one of them's Immunize, and the other one's going to be Bravery. There's 1 buff slot left. It's Peace Ballad, Healing, or the Elemental modifier. To be fair, I would rather knock off the Elemental modifier, which I guess we can. I cast that first, and then we go Immunize, and then we get Bravery. So that means I can cast a 3rd buff, Peace Ballad, which will knock off our defense bonus, but it's also a debuff on the enemy, so that's fine. Means, yeah, healing is nice to have, but it's not something we actually use in true blue combat. Yeah, I did say they were blue because we got blue blood there. Funny how the mind works. Oh, there goes Dowsum. Yeah, I think I'll just bring it to the back. Fluff. Happy New Year. Was yours uneventful? Alright, I never actually responded with how my New Year was, I just responded about how I'm going right now. There were some fireworks, and I went to bed early. Because, like, I had to get to work in, like, a day or 2. And I have to switch from nocturnal to like early morning riser. Oh, that's such a drastic shift. Meh. Oh, nice. Tried to get into new game anyway, but not quite in the mood for it, or rather, can't quite get myself to sit down and commit to it. I was able to shift a bit more of my time into Armored Core 6 versus Warframe, and then I came up with some new build ideas for Warframe, and it's like, oh, God, when will it ever end? Luckily, Armored Core does have also pretty endless theory crafting to it, so that helps. It reminds me of never mind, that's just kind of how it is these days. Now as a kid, it was like every holiday was genuinely a holiday, and we'd celebrate it, and have like props, or maybe costumes if they were involved, and presents and whatnot, and then, just as the world got worse, I guess as it entered the 2000s into the 2010s, it's just like, no, a holiday just means you don't work today. Christmas kind of stayed special for a while, but now it's just like, yeah, we'll get presents when we can afford them. Rather than actually, like, on the date. Alright, speaking of presents, because it is ultimately related. So I have actually looked into getting a better ISP, because it turns out in my area, now many years ago, we only had Comcast as our option here, but now Verizon Fios should offer fiber optic cable to this household. However, one of my parents is a staunch adherent to having TV, or really, they just want to watch stuff on the big screen and not on their little phone all the time. And they don't have a HDMI port on their phone, obviously. So they have to have the TV set. I'm like, well, one of the gifts I'm getting should resolve that. Tablet with an HDMI output and an HDMI cable. Which means we can, once that's through, finally start working on getting a new ISP for here. That's cool. Alright, so we get, right now, we pay about 130, 120-ish a month for 100 megabytes down and 10 up. And it can be inconsistent quality too. Like sometimes we have barely any connection, or there's just a shit ton of packet loss. One time I managed to surprisingly measure it. I was having to do a packet loss test at the time. 70% packet loss. Just kind of sporadically happens. Like when you notice your screen cancer right now, that's what's happening. Comcast is shit to bed and all the packets are gone. For like, I think it was like most $80, maybe it's $50 a month. We can go to Verizon Fios for 300 down and 300 up, and they have like 100% uptime. You know, like hardly any packet loss, maybe like a percentage point or two. So yeah, don't go with Comcast if you have the option. As for what we're doing right now, there is the old tree quest from the last time I streamed, but we still need to wait for those foes to respawn, so I'm doing other requests in the meantime. We have to get gold fur times 10. So we need to fight, you know, bulls and the boars that have gold fur. They drop. Yeah, no, I mean, for a while I think kind of just dealt with Comcast, because there's 2000 internet, which, like, I don't think anybody really had a good grasp on what good internet looked like, or it was still improving. And what we have now is, like, fine for them, in fact, more than good enough, and for internet browsing, it's also fine. Like, maybe occasionally it's a bit slow, but not slow enough that you'd really make a full-hearted complaint about it. You'd grumble, but then it kind of passed, and you'd be like, alright, that was just a blip. But yeah, I know now that I've been streaming, and that the games nowadays are a lot more ping-sensitive, I don't quite know why, to be honest. Probably sending larger packets of information between each other. Just like, Comcast is just fucking shit to work with. Actually, I don't think it's that they're more ping-sensitive, I think I'm more ping-sensitive. Probably being online for long enough means I've starting to notice the peaks and valleys of connection quality more. Probably just didn't have the Actually, yeah, I think what really changed is the fact that you can measure the ping now in games. Back then, playing on Xbox Live, and it's just like, yeah, no, either your shots are hitting or they aren't. Don't really think about the ping. I got active on the internet right after those dial-up days, so we got broadband. Didn't have to worry about that, but man, it was close to when I grew up with internet. It was close. Alright, another bonus is that apparently Verizon will actually discount your internet plan if you also have a mobile plan from them. And guess what? We happen to have Verizon as our mobile carrier. So yeah, it should be like way cheaper to get our ISP from Verizon Fios. And we don't even need TV anymore because, again, have it with HDMI output means big screen watching. You can just stream from Netflix because they don't watch TV either. They just want to watch on a big screen. And for me, having like 300 up means I can probably jack up the stream quality, because right now I'm streaming at, 3,000 kilobytes per second, because it gives you good enough picture quality without really straining the connection. Now, recommended for like 1080p viewing is like 6K, double what I've got. As I mentioned, I got 10 up, so if Comcast shits the bed, or if anyone else in this house decides they have to upload something, you're gonna get screen cancer. But with 300 up, that's no longer a concern. I can probably do like 10K upload, and that'll barely even put a dent in our upload speeds. That also means I could stream online games, because right now, yeah, streaming an online game is a little iffy. Obviously, if you're online and communicating with other players, you have to upload, and as I just mentioned, we have like 10 megabytes upload, and I'm using 3 of those just for the stream. And there's other people in the house who are also using upload bandwidth. Hopefully less, because they don't play games, they just either stream video or go on the internet, but I still use some upload. And there's Comcast. And it sure is taking a while to get 10 gold for... We have 3 gold for out of hand. Drop rates in this game. Yeah, I'm starting to think I should probably just put it on the back burner. Like, I'll hold on to the gold first, but I'm not going to give up on the requests. I'll just be like, alright, I hope I get more requests in the 5th stratum, so you can just kind of do this one passively. 'Cause, yeah, doing it actively is... You know what? I will go up to the wellspring. I think I can from here. Yeah, I can reach her from here. Heal. We'll use the thread to get out, assuming our inventory doesn't have too much space left into it. And then we'll put this quest in the back burner. It's the 3rd one. Oh yeah, it's Solar's there. Yeah, no, I only feel mild annoyance when the Solar pops up because they do take almost one turn to kill. So they aren't a threat. They're just inconvenient. It's always a bit of a mildly stressful time for multiple Musquid. With a single Musquid, that's fine, because as you can see, a single creeper from me will one-shot them. But there are two of me, and no one else has the capacity to one-shot, except for I think Alyssa. I don't think Alyssa's fast enough to outspeed a Musquid if she's using alchemy. So it's like, I hope we take them out before we get put into a stun lock. Of course, if there's two, we can reliably do that, where it's just I leave one and then all four of them gang up on the other one with a normal attack. And it's like, yes, that's just fast enough and cumulatively enough damage to take it out. Man. Really nice if there's a second person who had strong enough attack power to one-shot it. And speed to go for it. Because if it is neither, oh boy. Okay, now are we on 51? Yeah, we can just go up. The preemptive. Well, that's clearly doesn't work. Yeah, I either wasn't bothered by ping as a kid, either because I wasn't aware of it as a concept, or this is not a good stair to be at. Let me take the elevator. Or the ping was genuinely better back then. And I think it was both. And the reason I think it's both is, well, first off, we wasn't able to measure ping aside from, I think, like a green, yellow, or red bar. And we don't know what those thresholds are. And earlier on, there's fewer people online. We're talking a couple decades ago. So there's less congestion on the network. And also, there's probably just less data going over per packet as well. It would come down to primarily anti-cheat, because that's definitely... They're definitely more trusting of the client, because I know from... Yeah, there's that too. But I know from playing Elder Scrolls Online throughout most of its lifespan, because that MMO was originally peer-to-peer. You can believe that. It did... Actually, I think it might have had servers for PvE, but PvP was all peer-to-peer, which is exactly how they managed to get 2,000 people on screen with no lag. because it's just, you're just connected to 2,000 people and you're replicating all of their actions on your side, client side. And it was buttery smooth. There was no ping issues for anyone at all. You would have literally thousands of players all going around spamming abilities. Of course, the downside to that is, of course, cheating, because in order to accomplish that, you have to trust the client. And a cheater is going to compromise the client. That's why when they implemented servers and anti-cheat, now it's like at most 200 people can fight, or maybe even just 100 people now, before things lag the fuck out and the server dies. Part of that's just netcode and optimization on their end, because Cinemax, I know it's not Bethesda, but it's the same upper management. They would not have hired or really focused on the important stuff with netcode. I don't feel like they've had experience with it. I feel like because of that, earlier on, cheating was less well known, or at least less of an issue. So you just trusted the client more, which means you have much smaller, more efficient packet. You just see like, oh yeah, you moved to the left and shot around the corner, we're just going to trust that happened. But now, as also I'm a programmer by trade, when you have to error check, it majorly bloats the code. It bloats the runtime too. I never really measured performance with and without error checking, but I know in terms of lines of code, like say you have, I guess parsing a text file. If you just want to say, all right, we will trust this is properly formatted and everything's correct and you haven't done anything malicious or stupid, it's like 6 lines of code. But if you want to check things are done right, if you want to make sure nothing malicious gets through, if you want to account for human stupidity, those 6 lines now become 60 lines. And there's a lot of conditional statements in there. Conditional statements are the slowest thing you can do, because the processor has to guess which branch it's going down. Because one of the reasons why our processors are as fast as they are now is because they preload instructions. Like, we're looking at step 5, but we've also loaded all the way down to step 20, because we're never going to hit step 20. We just kind of keep loading ahead of where we are, like how we have a buffer on a video. With a conditional statement, you have 2 different sets of instructions. And the CPU just kind of guesses, makes the best guess at which set it's going to go down, and it preloads that, and if it turns out it's going down the other path, it has to just stop, unload that path, and then load the actual path it's going on. Which is why conditional statements tend to slow things down a lot. Also kind of why, if you just have anti-cheat even on like an offline game, it worsens performance. I'm sure if you optimize it enough, it'll be a negligible hit. That's definitely possible. But if you're just doing off the shelf, you don't fully know what you're doing, I mean fully, it's gonna slow things down. So yeah, I think it was a combination of those factors. I just wasn't aware of ping as a concept. Couldn't really measure it that well. There was less congestion on the network because there's just fewer people online. And we trusted the clients more, which means we had much smaller, much more efficient packets. So, oh boy, I think you've already kind of feel it with just game sizes. There's a lot of bloat in software nowadays. Which is hopefully starting to go away. I say hopefully because it seems like we've hit a plateau on hardware efficiency gains. Because before it was just like, oh yeah, let it grow in size, we'll just brute force it with better hardware. But that doesn't seem like it's the case anymore. It feels like we're getting kind of either marginal gains or it's just way too costly to get more significant gains. Like, fucking hell, a 4090 costs an entire PC right now. Wait, what the hell was I going to buy? Oh yeah, there's Arcana Rod. Okay, so Warhammer I know we're keeping because that's just the highest attack power one. Arcana Rod, that would definitely be better than Mystic Rod. And given by the price jump, it's probably the Ultimate Rod too. There is Arc Drawer we cannot get. I don't know why this thing costs 6 digits when every other Ultimate's 5 digits. Now there's Dominator, which, yeah. Oh yeah, I do have to rest T-Dragon again. So I got Climax thinking, oh yeah, if triggers on like 50% or something relatively high, then that means if there's a high defense enemy, you can kind of whittle it down and use Climax to finish it off. We never encountered a high defense enemy we couldn't kill in like 3 turns. So Climax has been useless. Also, the threshold is 25%, which is when the HP gauge goes red. Yeah, I haven't installed a 100GB monstrosity. I don't think I have. I have installed a few 60 gigs, and there might be even an 80 gig in there. And yes, it's AAA. I tend to uninstall them when I'm done. Which, kind of props to Warframe for saying, I think, how much is its install size now? Because this is a game that's going on for more than a decade. Got a lot of cosmetic stuff in there. There's usually art assets that bloat the file size. I know the base install size is like 30 gigabytes, which is... yeah, it's not small, but like compared to AAA games, that's tiny. I'd be at most 60 gigs. I don't know how large it is actually. Yeah, indie games really are better ones. They're like at most 2 or 3 gigs in size, and it's just... don't gotta make 4K textures, that's for sure. Oh hey, Angel Rope. Oh yeah. No, I haven't paid close attention to how large audio files can get, but I imagine the higher the quality, the larger they are, and then, like, if you're supporting 12 languages. Oh. I'm not really sure what I want to buy with our funds right now. Because there are a few things I can get, but I can only get one. Like, I can get Angel Rope, or I can get the Ultimate Whip, or I can get the Ultimate Staff. I don't know what I want. I think I'll get Angel Rope. What do I do with the Dino Plate, though? I guess I can only sell it then. Okay, Remembrance of a Friend. This one actually pays in money. Flower he likes. Oh, there it is. It's actually saying we need tiny petal. Okay. Because the quest dialogue didn't say at all what type of power we needed. Something that brings good luck. It'll be something that says it brings good luck in the item description. Just tiny petal. Then this might be second stratum? Or first? Or depending on when this quest actually appears, it could even be fifth. Anything that boosts luck. Like, not a drop item, but just like an item like a piece of equipment will do. Okay. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, so tiny petal should be rather easy. Okay, yeah, wonderful eyes drop it. Alright, let's see. I know there's a luck Zaf. I'm just looking if there's a luck. Yeah, there is old Joe here. That means we have a net 1500 now. How much does the staff cost? That costs even more. For less luck. Okay. Labyrinth, and we just need to fight. Just noticed it didn't have an intro for nighttime. Guess they have that in future titles. Here we are now. Do we get Tiny Petal? There's Tiny Petal. Now, we didn't get a message that we had the thing, so... I just spent 2K on nothing. So we have one Tiny Petal. Something that brings good luck. Oh, I need to put it on the grave. Thought we just turn it in. Yeah, all for the gravestone. Okay. Do you remember which stratum the grave is in? Oh, well, shit. I'm going to be optimistic and say you can find the grave before you have the request, and if so, that means I would have marked it on the map as a point of interest. So, let's just look through every floor. What a B1F. He died to the venom flies? Or is it like... yeah, it's not D1. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright. Up here, and gravestone. Small bouquet of flowers is laid against it. Someone visits it regularly. I have a tiny petal, but nothing that would bring good luck. What the fuck? Old choker doesn't count. Yeah, if I have a list of what counts, because I don't want to go on a wild goose chase. Because I've already got 2 wild goose chase requests right now. I don't want a third. Motherfucker. Okay, use the starter when we come back here. Yep, there's the notification. Go. We haven't entered the 6th stratum yet. I just decided, yeah, I'll do all the requests first to get that checklist done. And by ignoring them, I'll play through. Don't give XP. Place the tiny pet with the luck stuff on the grave. And that's it. There's nothing more. Okay. It falls instead of walls. Note, I have never properly gone through the sixth, or probably never actually gone through the sixth run of the first game. Because I got the first and the second game at the same time, on the same day. And I decided I'll go through two, because it's more quality of life probably, and then it prompted me for a password from beating the first game. I'm like, alright, I'll play through the first. And I got to the first, and I got the password, and I'm like, let's try the post game. I took one step down on there, and then I was just like, you know what, I can't resist the urge to just go play the second game right now, so I'm going to go do that, and I never went back to the first game. And that is what happened. So I haven't seen the post game of the first or the second game. I have seen the cheated post game from the first Untold, because they do have that whole thing in story mode where they just kind of skip you to the super boss. That was kind of lame. And I did go through the post game properly in 2 Untold, I just never beat the super boss there. Fuck. And you have to hyper optimize for that. Yeah, I still don't quite know what importing changes, aside from, I think, the accessories and the intro quest, because I remember reading it should make the game a little bit harder, but I don't know in what ways. Oh. Okay, so they're more of a dick with events then. But we spent 4,600 Ental on this, and the reward's 3,500. Okay, so B10F, Master F. Alright, B10, that should be the end of the second round. Yep. Oh, I think I saved in town. Things are so automatic you don't even remember doing them. Yeah, the post game for the first game I didn't get to because I jumped straight to the second and never went back. The post game for the second game, I got literally and figuratively stonewalled by the golem. And in 2, they made it so much more of a grind to level up your party members, so no reserves to replace a primarily physically oriented party that got me through the entire game. And then you fight a boss that's almost immune to physical damage. Yay! Okay, let's just not mine. Actually, you know what? Let's mine some more. Maybe like today or something. Before I come back. Yeah, I don't think that was the case. I know I had a land snatch. I think I had a... I don't quite remember the party fully. But I know I didn't have an alchemist. I'm not sure if I had a gunner. Definitely had a protector. Probably a medic, because I don't think there's really any alternative healers until like the 4th game. Okay, the 3rd game, technically a sovereign. Maybe it was Ronin. Yeah, I might give him a go. When I tried Ronin... Not Ronin. I tried War Magus. I'm like, oh hey, passive healing. I wonder how good it is. It's 5 points. Doesn't have any indication it scales either, so it's like, well, that's garbage. And I'm like, alright, how's her damage? Also garbage. How's her conditional damage? Again, garbage. Now, in 2 Untold, War Magus is like the easiest class to just break the game with. It's not the strongest class, but it's the one where it's like, oh yeah, ailment cut. All I need to do is get an ailment on them, and then 2,000 damage? Hello? You can squeeze out more damage per turn from other classes, but like it requires a lot more investment and know-how. War Magus is just like, okay. You are my primary damage healer now, and my primary healer. I'll see if I remember that too. Oh, you're talking Grimoires. Oh, never mind. Warmight's a buff. Just remember that. It's a single target buff. Right, single target attack buff. I forgot if it had any auxiliary effects. Alright, sample of each tree that can be chopped into the 13th floor. Nothing in? You say it takes a while, but with 20 chops per day, I think we can get it, unless we're unlucky. Anything's worth fighting here. Stalker it is. Yeah, I know in the original second, my elemental damage output was basically just the chasers from Land Snatch. I forget what else I even had for elemental damage. I don't know, I wonder she said it would take a while. We have to go, like, down to the 14th floor and circumnavigate to those stairs. Alright, I don't think I fully did the post-game in Untold either. I know in Story I skip it, and I decided to do Story and then Classic, and then Classic go to the post-game, and then I'd redo Story and do that on post-game, because I wanted to actually do my own party for the first time I went through post-game, which was when I learned you can't rename your guild when you New Game Plus in Untold. You can in the second game. Second Untold, I think. Not the first. And I made the hard decision to delete my save so I could rename my guild. The actual name I wanted, because I just had a special name for Story Guild. And, well, you know how much of a slog Untold is. I didn't really like doing that. Oh, hey. You know what? Fuck it, we'll auto-attack them all. Yeah, with 2 Untolds, I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more. They did a much better job with it. And as I said, I'm at like 99.7% completion on that. I remember what my codex was at. Just the one monster, and basically it's one drop. It's the super boss, Urchild, and it's like... I tried to do it on my own without help, and I'm like, alright, I am too unfamiliar with this boss to do it, and so I asked for help, and it was like, okay. I understand I need to use a Troubadour and a Hexer together to combine their buffs and debuffs in 2 Untold, but I still don't think I had the know-how and patience to kill and kill Urchild. That and the fact that I had actually never beaten the super boss up to that point, because the first super boss I beat was Star Devourer in 5. And I did that on my own without help, and I was so proud of that. So proud, in fact, it inspired me to go back and meet super bosses in previous games. And I went back and I 100%ed 4 and 3. And then I got stuck on 2 Untold. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get lucky here. Oh, there's Sea Branch. The last chop for the day. We get Sea Branch. Yeah, the first Untold, I don't have a beat the game save anymore. And I've kind of restarted it several times, being like, oh yeah, I'll go through it again. At first I'm like, let's do a challenge run so it's more interesting. But bad idea, you know how much of a slog it is. The second time I'm like, okay, do a slight challenge just to spice things up. Like, still a bad idea. Let's just do it regularly. I just don't have the patience for Untold anymore. It's something I know, and occasionally it nags me in the back of my mind, but... I have the memory. as far as 4 goes, that was fun. I did not do uninhibited warp save here. I did the weakened version. And yeah, I beat that. Might stand a chance against the uninhibited version, but because it didn't count towards 100%, and that's what I was going for at the time, I just kind of let it be as like a maybe I'll come back later. Just like with the first game, I didn't come back later. So I can claim 100% completion on Flora, but I can't claim 101% completion. With that one, I remember it was that party was 3 Imperials, an Arcanist, and a Medic. It was just fully bind with the Arcanist, debuff with the Medic's Star Drop, and then just triple Drive Blade combos. Pour through so many of the post-game super bosses. Alright, I think calling in was 4th stratum. Yeah, with 3, I definitely had to get help in 3. Or a little bit. Actually, did I get help in 3? You know, I'm not sure if I actually got help in 3. So 3 was the very first Etrian Odyssey I played, which means the guild there wasn't too... Rather, the main party wasn't that well optimized, but it had a lot of history with them. A lot of headcanon too, so I was like, I didn't want to give up on using them. But they weren't good enough to beat the super boss. They got me through every other part of the game, though. But I was just stubborn and didn't want to not use them to beat the super boss. It would be a very fitting climax to their whole story. They've gone through the entire labyrinth together. If I asked for any help at all, it would have been if that party configuration had a decent shot. And it was definitely a no. I could tell from my experience. I don't remember if I actually asked about it or not. So I changed party. Just completely separate party. I'm like, alright. We'll design one specifically for the Cthulhu Casino. And what I remember of it is there were 2 Arbalists with front mortar. And I know I also had binds out the wazoo because I am a firm believer in full binding. I know we don't have a binder here because nobody signed up as a hexer. And I don't want to grind up a hexer myself, even though I made one using my recruitment exceptions. And when I can actually fully make my own guilds, better believe every party of any substance is just gonna have full binds all day. That boss will never get to do a thing. Now, we have to while away, in which case, let's actually go down to floor 17, check what's what. Yeah, we can totally just 2-turn this thing. Let's say maybe they've respawned by now. That'd be nice. So in 5, I know I had... It was also a very offensively oriented party. I'm having a bit of trouble remembering the exact setup, though. I know I had a 4 Blades Master Rail, I know I had a Necromancer, I know it was full-bind oriented. Actually, did I have a Necromancer? Definitely had someone with a Necromancer portrait, though. I may not have actually been a Necromancer, though. Definitely had a Pugilist, obviously, otherwise where I got the binds from. Do I have 2 Pugilists, though? Probably. Actually, almost certainly I had 2 Pugilists. And I would have had a buffer. Okay, so I would have been... full blind using a Union. 2 Barrage Brawlers to capitalize on it. Quad building Master out to do follow-up cuts for more damage. Buffer, so Shaman. And I think the 5th would have been a debuffer, so yeah, it was a Necromancer. Hey, Happy New Year, Sora! Glad you can be here. Makes me check the time we are halfway through the stream. Was yours uneventful like the rest of us? Yeah, that boss I killed the start of our with, it was atrocious for random encounters. You get blindsided once and everyone was dead. I had to be really careful. I had to bring a warding bell just to get to the boss. Like, this party could kill bosses and nothing else. But I'm proud of it because I came up with it on my own, without help. I also managed to fill up... Was it 27 or all 30 slots? I filled up either all the slots or almost all the slots in my guild, and I got like 99 or 99. Yes, I got 99, then retired and bounced back up 99 again. I'm just like, here you go. There was a Reddit thread back then for like, yeah, here are poster guild cards so people can like share the characters, or you can fill out a booklet with guild cards. I'm like, here, every single character of my guild. You need a character of a certain class spec, max level, already retired, here you go. Ultimate gear. Everybody's kitted out in gold. But I did all of it on expert though, or normal, advanced, whatever the hell highest difficulty was. I never switch it to a lower difficulty. I mean, you can just look at, like, here, I've been doing... Yeah, we've been on expert the entire time. Also, no, I still haven't played 2 or 3 HD because I'd be streaming games, wouldn't I? Although I'm kind of debating given how long this first game's taking. If I streamed multiple times a week, I think I'd be more okay with streaming all of them. Because I definitely have enough time to put into it, but like 3 hours a week on these games, not much, is it? And I have a policy to try to not do stuff off stream. Or if I do stuff, it's like trivial things that would be boring to watch, or presumably boring to watch. Time for use. No, I think it's more likely EO6 would come out first, because remember, I'd go from 1 to 2, and then I do 3, and then I do all the routes in 3. I also do have to wonder about whether I'll do recruitment for the other two. I still think the recruitment run is a good idea. In fact, we're technically on it, where you can enlist yourself, but otherwise you just have to recruit people to fill out the rest of the guild roster. Can be a challenge run. It's kind of random how difficult it is, because it depends who signs up as what classes. As well as how much control you give them, because the original iteration, like, you get to choose every single skill point that gets allocated, and it's like, no, that's not a good idea. It's not just because of the builds not synergizing at all, but also because you then have to kind of ask them, when do I allocate this point into here? And it's like, well, are they available? Probably not. And then how long do you wait for them to respond? Or you just put the point in yourself? Handling skill point allocation yourself, and I think at most just asking what general direction do you want to go in, probably as much control as you should give them, because that'll keep the pace going, as well as not make things terribly difficult. But I think the main reason why I'm hesitant to do a recruitment run for the next two is just because I kind of miss making my own guild. All my own characters. And I could do that... Oh, there's Colin. I could do that as like, oh, I play off stream, but part of the reason... kind of want to keep your... It's kind of better to play games blind if you're going to stream them. And I know I played them a long time ago, but still, like, not to have recently played them. Unless you're going for speedrun or optimizing while explaining all the optimizations. Because then there's none of those, oh no moments. It's just like, yeah, no, I totally know what's happening, and I'm totally in control the entire time. And it's like, okay. Fine for me to play through, but you never have any of those surprises. Yeah, streaming's a two-way thing with cuts both ways. It's you get to play more games, but also you get to play them less than you would if you played it on your own. Also a different experience from playing it by yourself too. Vanishes with the morning sun. Where the hell is this? 18th floor. Now, is this like a morning glory or just like a night fog? I remember there being requests like this where it's like, oh no, there's monsters that appear a certain time of day. And it's like, that's just a natural phenomenon that's making silhouettes that look like stuff. There is a strong incentive to do recruitment for 2, though, because of the whole inheriting your save file thing. 18th floor, that's Sandy Barrens. Oh hey, it's the right time of day too for it. Oh boy. Get there fast then. Oh. Oh. Okay. Night Toad. And they disappear. Of course. Yeah, there are some derpy faces. Sprites. Alright, how are we gonna kill time? Well, with an auto path route, of course, but... how should I map this? Okay, okay. Well, yes, there is indeed a stream during your break, Desmond. Oh, that's exactly right. Alright, I remember counting out... I remember in 3 counting out like how long is an hour, and I think it was 30 turns? Just remember coming out with 2 minutes per turn. Yeah, it would be 30. And I imagine combat turns taking seconds, but apparently it's 2 minutes per turn. Just don't think about it too much. That time passed by quicker. I mean, real time passed by quicker. We're gonna use Stalker. But yes, this route does take multiple in-game hours to traverse. It's like 2, maybe 3 hours per loop. Which is great. Random encounters slow things down IRL though. Look at that, we started a loop at 6 AM, and the second loop puts us to 10, so it's like 2 hours at least. Yeah, except I know here it is actually the same between combat and non-combat, because it'd be kind of a pain in the butt to program it otherwise. Or I just wouldn't think to. I don't really notice it either. That also means carving and hiding fallen enemies is instantaneous. Actually, given how one-turn battles interact with the clock and movement, it's pretty likely that actual rounds of combat are instantaneous, but there's 2 minutes of waiting in between. Like, we just stare each other down for a while, size each other up, and then we have a very brief exchange, followed by another 2 minutes of staring. Again, not how I choose to imagine it, but given the information I know. Ah, that is actually a good question. Like a fifth of a mile? I think a fifth? No, a tenth of a mile. Because it takes 20 minutes for a modern day fit human to walk a mile. And we assume we're walking. Because, I mean, that's just a lot less stamina used than running. So if it's 20 minutes a mile, then 2 minutes is a tenth. And how many meters is a tenth of a mile is actually a good question. .61 kilometers a mile, and that's easier math because it's not fucking arbitrary conversion rates. Which would be like 160 meters? Maybe 150 if you want to just make it a more nicer number. Yeah, I'd assume you can fit most bosses inside there. I think your math's a little off, close enough. Because I got 1 mile is 1.61 kilometers, and from kilometers to meters, kinda easy head math. Just divide by 10 to 0.16, and if we know that 0.1's the 100th place, 160. That is, again, assuming a walking speed of 1 mile per 20 minutes. Because one of the things to consider is that these, well, explorers should be more physically fit, as should people of this current age than currently. But what the developers thought of that is also another question. Entirely. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's just pop off that. That's so I'm not accidentally somewhere. Oh, looks like they don't just respawn either. Hex Toad? Haven't we get... it might be a different game. That would mean each tree is, well, basically 150 meters in diameter-ish. And keep in mind, average human's height is like 1.5 meters. A very tall person is 2 meters. Oh, they reached the hole. I mean, by either of our maths, you definitely have enough space inside a tile to fit a boss fight. That is also a good question. I would imagine, given the size of the doors, imagine it's around a person's height, which would tell us that the tiles are a lot smaller than the time it takes to traverse them, would suggest. And if that's the case, that would imply these tiles are about 3 meters wide. Which, I mean, could you imagine trying to walk 3 meters in 2 minutes? Oh. That's some slow-ass walking speed. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I don't think things are to scale. Or if they are, the camera's probably higher up than what a person is. Yeah, I imagine we walk through the labyrinth in formation. Just bombs. Uh, I mean, you see the orange balls? Yeah, that's us. More plants blocking quarters on the 10th floor. Okay. For business one. We have passed the 90-hour mark. Okay, oh, there's a soldier. He's reached the 10th floor, someone approaches you. The soldier continues enthusiastically. Saying this, the soldier takes something that looks like medicine from his pack. Monster supposedly somewhere in the northeast. I think I see where it is. I know exactly where it is then. Ten odd powders, alright. I don't know how difficult it'll be to get the custom sprites in for 2. Alright, let's map this route. Least number of doors, we got 10. No, wait, let's see. So if we go there, it's for 2 doors. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a no. One door, then all the way around to up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's doable. Close enough with the auto path. Would I class change? That's a good question. There's multiple save files I could play on my own. And treat the recruitment run as a challenge run in itself. Maybe a bit too much Etrian Odyssey, though. Yeah, let's do Stalker. Random encounters give us nothing. Sorry, nothing of substance. They don't give us actually nothing. We do get something, just no substance. Alright, that's 3 out powders. And 5. And with this, they didn't trigger for some reason. Oh, and there is 6. And here we are with an Armoth, apparently. Which wasn't it, somehow. Hmm. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, potentially 9. So, it said it's in the northeast, beyond the path with the 2 scorpions, so I remember this is the path. They don't always appear, though, apparently. Yeah, here's the room. First glance, there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary. Step further inside. Suddenly a vine twines around your legs. Try to remain calm as you attempt to shake it off, but a chill runs down your spine. Grass beneath your feet writhes as if alive and is about to attack. You see the monster responsible for the overgrown bush. Now is your chance. We're just standing on top of it. Yeah, we're just standing on top of it, I guess. Brush that covered the room quickly with this to nothing. Your task here is complete. Wood. Why did I have... Oh yeah, it's probably the special thing for it. Oh, I got both types of wood from there. Light wood and scent wood. Morning wood. With this. Yep. came into us and we got... I mean, hey, that's just us doing an ambush. Fairly uneventful walk back, wouldn't you say? I also need to question whether I should go straight into 2 after 1, or if I should have something of either a whole game in between, or just a palate cleanser. Or, you know, nothing and just go straight from meat to meat. Oh, regardless, just don't sell the gold for. Ah, this request. This is, I think, an introduction to the dragon. Or something. I don't know. Remember this request, 18F. I wonder what happens if we come up from underneath. Oh, wait, I think in Untold they made this an introduction to the Golden Dragon. But here I think it was just some, like, bar stuff behind it. So I'm wondering if it breaks if I come up from underneath, though. Clearly it's designed for when you enter from the stairs above. Go down to floor 18, but what happens if you come up from floor 19? The moment you step onto this floor, you feel a strange change in its atmosphere. Investigation team leader standing nearby greets you. I also heard the teleport sound effect, so I think what will happen as soon as this conversation ends. You must be the ones who brought out halls to investigate this phenomena. It's as if the very flow of time and space has been altered. Our theory is that a specific location on this floor is the source of the anomaly. If we reach it and expect everything will return to normal. Until then, like to be transported to the 17th floor stairs somewhere on this path. Whoever we're trying to get to can't be easily reached. Oh, nope, I am still free to go. I heard the teleport sound effect. And... oh, there it goes. Okay. You have some kind of order. Alright. Time to map this out. Wait a minute. Quite bizarre to be walking normally. Suddenly you find yourself back here. Get to the bottom of this, won't you? They'll be cheering for you from Etria. Yeah, one more thing. You know if you keep walking straight from here, you'll be safe. As for the rest, luck. They probably have a big-ass border on the side, but this just doesn't go all the way. Alright. Skill point into aware. Now, I am curious about this pitfall floor in the post game because on the DS, pitfalls in first run were indistinguishable from normal tiles. But in the HD remake, they are a slightly different shade. I don't know if I'm on the right path or this is just a red herring. Probably am on the right path, aren't I? Just go straight and turn left and hit a wall. What the hell? Okay, we're enabling Stalker. Yeah, it would have been neat. I think of them as the stragglers, because you could didn't kill all of them, you just killed their mightiest warriors. Another puppy. And yeah, that's why I wasn't just holding down left click. I want to be sure I actually get the path right. That means we have to walk a long ways back. Alright. Actually, you know what? Auto path. There's few turns here. So I'm only worried about max length. Not max turns. We're not gonna hit max turns. Yeah, this is nicer. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Whatever. Here I thought it'd be a singular path, but no. Yep, that makes sense. It makes a bit more sense. No, we don't actually know those are walls. Or pseudo-walls. So I'll stick here. So if it was the singular path where if you just step off it, you're gone, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like there's actual rooms in this maze within a maze. Yeah, I'll reinstate the auto path. Hey, maybe the trees have respawned by now. Nope. Oh, that works. So going straight was the red herring. Of course. And do we turn here or go straight? I'll turn. And that's not good. More salad. Alright. Nope, that's not good. What? I'll try just a few different spots. These three. Alright, so that one's no-go. Also a no-go. Alright. I think that's how I'll mark it, because I'm not going to check every single tile. That would take a long time, and I mean, yes, that is an approach. I'd rather take an educated guess at where turns are. And I'm aware I haven't tried turning left either. That mean on the first road, so that may be an issue as well. Actually, let me just brute force the start up to. You know what? Let's brute force the entire thing. Alright. I think in Untold I made this a lot simpler, where it's just like, oh yeah, just keep going straight until you reach a landmark and then make a turn. It definitely made this less. Well, it's definitely more mean here. Ah, there's a wall in actually there. Kind of what I thought. Nope. Okay. And turn down. Again, and oh, not that way. Should I turn? I'll try going straight. As I thought, I need to turn. Alright, stalker's not up. Wonder if we're encountering so many. The moment you step into that area, the strange atmosphere seems to evaporate. Investigation community you met earlier comes jogging up to you. Easy, can help solve that mystery. Strange aura that plagued us is gone now. Maybe it was Untold I was remembering. Either way, though, we have our solution for next time, at least. Means I can finally correct this map. Yeah, it is neat to have more mapping data going on and see all of the different little false paths they made, but I'd rather just have an auto path to the correct spot and leave the rest be, because it is just for this quest, and we'd only really see this again if we NG+, and I don't really feel like NG+. Unless there's some actual tangible benefit to it this time. Because again, the requests aren't really worth doing in the first game. tell, I don't have too much to talk about right now. Oh hey, they respawn. Wait, if they respawn, what about the trees? But what about the trees? What about the forest? What about the Lorax? Alright, how are we here? I mean, they won't show up until we enter their specific zone, so whatever. Just gonna have to walk around a lot. Especially now that I have like a decent party for the first game from recruitment, I don't really want to play through this game again on my own. But for the second game, maybe. You can tell I'm still deliberating with myself the idea of like how I want to tackle the second game, if at all. No, I still think I should. Etrian Odyssey is kind of been a huge part of my life. I think I'd be doing a disservice to myself. Hey, it respawned! Service to myself if I didn't stream it at all, but like, how should I handle it? I can't say I'm altogether happy with how I'm handling the first game. I'm not gonna change it though, because I'm too deep in. Sunk cost. Whether it's a fallacy or not is up to you. As the sickwood falls to the ground, the carpenters appear and begin setting up again. Carpenters! We're coming from the trees! For every tree you log, a carpenter is born. A carpenter gets their song. Alright, finally. Project suspended due to the monsters has already resumed. Your work here is finished. Return to the pub. Alright, that's 2 done. You have to wonder what kind of party setup I'd have though in 2. Probably make use of the more exotic classes. I know balancing-wise, they nerf a lot of defensive stuff because you see how strong Immunize is. But they buff the offensive stuff because you know how like defensive things get until you're just over-leveled. But you could say they had a knee-jerk reaction with balancing, and overshot on the corrections. Then they redid the boost gauge, and it's just like, oh, okay, medic is still super fucking busted. As can protector be, just not in the same way. Alright. Man, we got a lot of drops for how long we stayed in there. I only got that one done. Oh, post game boss. Oh, it's just 5 left. Well, 5 left plus the gold for one. Oh, deep plus 25. Nice. There's no way I will use it though. Alright. Let's have a proper sleep. Swap Descent out for someone who can fight better. And double check what we can get, because we do have 50k right now. Pretty much it then. Just have to save up for weapons. How close to our colony we're at though. Now it's 1646. If things go well, we could beat all rain by the end of the stream. Yeah, let's give it a go. Alright, let's get some medical supplies. That's really it. I guess medic is 2 though. Alright, 7th floor we go. Because I believe we've explored there and gotten the shortcut unlocked, assuming there is one. I know they're really stingy and weird with the shortcuts. Alright. So everyone with Thunder Dragon's max DP, but that's like 5 off, which is effectively max DP. So, as you walk through the poison marshes, you suddenly hear a girl's high-pitched voice. The room of a girl living in the forest. That to be true. Decide to proceed with caution. And there we have it. Oh, right, because we're this deep in, we get first round enemies. Of course. Much of a threat, though. The faint voice sounds as though the girl is crying for help. Frantically trying to find the source of the voice, you reach a door in the poisonous marshes. You hear the girl's voice from just beyond the door. Wonder if you should charge in to save her, or prepare for whatever threatens her life. First, healing touch. Sounds like 60% of her HP on. And... yeah, that's gonna do a quick save. Welcome, adventurers. You pass through the door, you'll hear the girl's high-pitched voice speak again. The source is no frail young girl, an unholy fusion of human and plant. Monsters lured you into its lair. Wish we had an analysis scope. That's probably weak to fire, right? And almost certainly the head. Like for the first 3 games, it's just head, head, head. If you want to disable any kind of meaningful skills the boss has. I mean, a corner of it has damage tiles. But yeah, no, not generally. We are going to do what I discussed earlier, which is to cast Ifrit first, and then Bravery. So that way we knock Ifrit off of our buff list. Did a decent chunk of damage. Bravery. So little damage. Just Immunize gets through. Yep. Alright, and then I'm going to say... there's a headbind. You have 2 more turns to Ifrit. You have 2 more turns to Immunize. Alright, yeah, this plan falls short if we have to... I think we'd have to wait till Immunize runs out in order to cast Ifrit again. Have Immunize would then knock off Bravery. Then we'd have to knock off Peace Bow with a new Bravery cast. And oh, hopefully we can kill it before then. It doesn't use the head. Hey, Fluff, you got the killing. Oh shit, Royal Vine. Oh shit, we got the rare drop. And again, we didn't use any of our medical supplies. What the heck? Oh, wait a minute. That's right, there's Dominator, and now there's Thorn Whip. Okay, there's an even stronger one, because that deals strength plus 7 and boost rate. I thought it would be the best whip, but no. The stronger whip. Alright. Oh, Rain, do you have... But why is Royal Vine the normal drop, but it's color-coded as gold? I thought I got the conditional drop. Oh, good thing we went for fire. This thing's immune to ice and volt. Yeah, resistant to all statuses. That makes sense. Yeah, in the end, we took out 12 extra medicine that we just didn't need. Heck. It took us like 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, the first time I did the Bandit King's Treasure, it was during the like 2-week-long power outage from Sandy. Yeah, when that hurricane hit, like more than a decade ago. On a DS Lite, I was playing this, and yeah, I ended up dying to the golem. And guess what? I learned I hadn't saved in 2 hours. I also learned the DS Lite's battery lasts for 20 hours on a full charge. Now, regardless, let's down to the Yggdrasil Labyrinth. We've saved, got our stuff, so we're going down to B3F because that just makes the most sense. Because yeah, I've done the floor past the crystal door on the 5th floor, and I've gone through all that jazz, and it ends up on the 3rd floor. I'll just get to the end. I shouldn't die. Probably just, yeah, turn on autopath. Can we kill the golem in 3 minutes? Maybe. Maybe. I know we need to headbind it. Because I know its regen skill is bound to the head, and I think maybe even its revive skill, unless that's innate. Yeah, I did just quick save, didn't I? Blindside, what the fuck? Alright. Yeah, I'll just go with fire. Okay, so its physical defense is up, that won't matter. We're gonna go for the head now. Wait, it's already down 3rd health. What the fuck? Piece valid, because we're not going to go for a long time. This is the golem, right? When are we supposed to fight this? Because I don't think max level is it. You know what? It's such a convoluted path to go to the 2nd floor, given the timing. Wow. First, you didn't get a drop from the golem. It better not have a drop. Really better not. If it does have a drop, and we got fucking nothing. We got fucking nothing. This is why I hate games that have scavenge. They allow this bullshit. Well, let's see the end of the quest before it's fucking saves come for a drop. Okay. Okay. So with that, let's call it a stream. I'm gonna go get at least the fucking common drop from the golem. My god. I still was not expecting it to be that easy. But it still pisses me off that we got no drops from it. Oh, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful week. Fare thee well.